Hello friends, welcome back in the channel of Clinical Care Insight. We have started a series of lecture on host-parasite relationship, okay? And till now we discussed about what is the mean by the host, what is mean by the parasite, fine. And we also studied about that not always all the microorganisms, okay, which is present inside us is a harmful, fine. There are organisms inside us, a microorganism which is, you can say, playing a very crucial role to regulating the various metabolic functions, thereby they regulating the physiology of our body, the physiology of human body, okay? And we termed those, you can say, the microorganism as a group microbiota, or we can say the normal flora. We also use some of the modern terms. We said they are also called as a microbiome, okay? They are also called as the you can say the flora, understood? So these are the organisms which is living inside us and playing a very crucial roles, okay? We seen also the distributions, okay? In the eye, there are specific, you can say, eye have their own kind of microorganisms which eyes is harboring, okay, nourishing. So we said it is a eye microbiota. Then one of the, you can say, the important microbiota is present in our gut, our GIT, fine, and mainly in the intestinal. We referred those organisms as the intestinal microbiota. Till here, you have no any doubt, okay? Let's move ahead. In today's class, we will discuss about the relationships, which we already, some of the relationships which already discussed, but today we will discuss those relationships between the host and parasite relationships, the interaction in detail, and we also will understood that why not all organisms are considered as pathogens. Okay, why not microorganisms are considered as a pathogens, and what are the criteria, how we can classify that this group of the microorganisms, they are useful for us, and this group of microorganisms, they are, you can say, disease causing agent, or we can say the pathogenic microorganisms, understood? So that's our today's topic of discussion. So let's introduce you with our today's lecture outline. The first things which we study, that the type of host-parasite relationship. Then we will study that the significance of this interaction when one microorganism living in us, okay, with one kind of relationship, establishing a one kind of relationship. Then what is the significance, what is the use to study these relationships, fine. And then we will see that how we can say one organism as a pathogens, which is, you can say, the criteria is set by one of the scientists, that's called the Robert Couch. So we will also study the Couch postulates, fine, no problem. So just make the heading types of parasite host parasite relationship. Host parasite interaction. Generally in human, like in our life, this interaction is very useful, no? By interacting with someone, by interacting with someone, we got some of the insight, you know, insight in our ideas, insight in our plannings, okay? We also sometimes get the insight in our, you can say, the mistakes which we did. So interaction is useful, fine. And here also, when some microorganisms interact with the host, that is us, and then there are some useful, you can say, the outcome. And so first things is the benefits, fine. Sometimes these interactions lead to the, you can say, the detrimental. They are detrimental, means not useful, and sometimes this interaction is neutral, okay? Neither we get any harm nor get any benefit. So that's we referred as a neutral interaction. Neutral interaction. So just you keep three things in your mind whenever the host interact with the parasite, or you can say any organism, okay, it can be beneficial for the host, okay, as well as it's also beneficial for the parasite. Sometimes it's a detrimental for the host, okay, but parasite won't have any, you can say, problem. They are getting the nutrition, they are fine, okay, no problem. And sometimes it's a neutral. Neutral means not getting any benefit, not getting any harm, but again the parasite getting the benefits. Parasite getting in all these three cases, okay, parasites benefits is constant. Remember, in all these three outcomes from the interaction of the host and parasite, okay, you can say the profit of parasite is constant. In all these three, the parasite get you can say the benefit. But if we talked about the host, okay, if we talked about the host, sometimes it's have the benefit, okay, sometimes it's detrimental, means it's harming, and sometimes it's not harming and also not benefiting. You get it, the points? Yeah. Now let's write down those, you can say, the modes, okay, the mode of their interaction. Mode. So first things, just write it down, is already we discussed, is a mutualism. First thing is mutualism. Here both the parasite, okay, it get benefit, okay, as well as the host whom this parasite is interacting, they also get benefit, okay. Why I'm writing benefit? It's a host, okay, and it also get benefit. One of the example you write it down is your Escherichia coli. Fine. Example is E. coli bacterium. This E. coli bacterium, it eat our, you can say, the undigested food, okay, fecal matter, and in turn it synthesizes some of the vitamins, okay, some of the vitamins K. Apart from it, there are other bacteria called as lactobacillus. These lactobacillus, they are also synthesizing the vitamin K, okay, it also synthesizing the vitamin K. Got the point? Fine. So this is a first interaction where the you can say the host, okay, as well as the parasite, okay, as well as the parasites, both are getting benefit. Both are getting benefits. It's the first, that's called the mutualism, okay, the mutual interactions. Now the second mode is parasitism, okay. Second mode of, you can say, the interaction between the host and parasite is parasitism. Parasitism. Now what I mean by the parasitism, parasitism means the parasites, okay, it got benefit, okay, the parasites get benefit from this interaction with the host, and host, it will not get benefit, okay, it will not get the benefit. Are you understanding? Yeah. Now these parasitisms, they are two types. Okay, this mode of you can say interaction between the host and the parasite is two types. Some of are, you can say, living on the host body, that we referred already as a ectoparasite, and some of these parasites, they are living inside the human body, and we refer as the endoparasite. The example of ectoparasite, you should write it. It's your lice. Okay, lice on the hair, lice on the skin. Some of the fungal species, okay, which is living on the skin. Okay, these are the ectoparasite. They are getting the nutrition. Okay, they are getting the nutrition. Okay, and they are getting the nutrition from what? Expense of the host. They are getting the benefit, okay, expense of the host, and they are, you can say, enhancing their number. They are enhancing their you can say physiology. And in the endoparasite, you can take the example of some of the, first you take some bacteria. Okay, probably you heard about the Salmonella typhi, a causative agent of the typhoid. Salmonella typhi. Okay, you can also take the example of some of the worms. One of the worms is your roundworm. Okay, and not only the bacteria and worms are living endoparasitally, some of the plasmodium, or you can say some of the plasmodium species, they are also living as a endoparasite, and this plasmodium species are responsible for causing the very good malaria. Okay, malaria. So we are discussing basically the host parasite interaction, and in first interaction we seen the mutual relationship where the host and parasite, when they are interacting with each other, okay, both are getting the benefits. We taken the example of Escherichia coli, which secreting some of the vitamins, that's the vitamin A, and also we taken another example, that lactobacillus, which is also helping to synthesizing the vitamins, that vitamins K. Now we are discussing the second type of interaction. Second type of interaction is called as the parasitism, where the parasites get benefit, okay, at the expense of host, whereas the host, they are not getting any kind of benefit. Then we said that this parasitism, they are functioning at a two level. Some of the parasitism mode exhibiting organisms are living on the host body, and we refer those category as the ectoparasite. The example is lice and some of the fungal species. Okay, then we taken the category of organisms which are living inside the host body, and we referred those organisms as the endoparasite. Okay, and we taken the examples. First we taken the example from the bacteria, and this is called the Salmonella typhi, a causative agent of typhoid. Okay, then we taken the worms, roundworm, hookworm, pinworm. Okay, these are the some category of worms. Then we taken the species of plasmodium, okay, which is also living inside the host body and behaving as an endoparasite. And this plasmodium species, they are responsible for causing the malaria. Different types of plasmodium species result into different kind of malaria. Now once we discuss the second type of interaction, that's called the parasitism, let's move ahead and discuss about the another kind of interaction. The another kind of interaction is called as the commensalism. Write it down. The another kind of interaction is called as commensalism. In the commensalism, the parasites, they are getting the benefit, whereas host, they are not getting any benefits or not any harm. Fine, write it down. The parasite, okay, parasite, they are getting benefit, okay, whereas the host, they are neutral. We see know that whenever the host and parasite interact with each other, okay, it result into the three kind of you can say the result is fall into the three categories. Either the both get benefit, okay, either the one get benefit and one get harm, okay, or either the one get benefit and another not get any harm. But as I said, that remember in all these three cases the parasites are getting the benefits, but it's about the host which is sometimes getting the benefits, sometimes not, and sometimes neutral. The neutral example is here in the case of commensalism. An example is mites, okay, which is present in human skin, which is present over the human skin. So you should write it the example mites on skin, fine, mites on skin. That's another you can say type of interaction called as the commensalism. Now let's move ahead and discuss some of the other type of interaction. The another type of interaction is called as symbiotic interaction. Symbiotic interaction. Now, in this symbiotic interaction, what is happening? It is kind of you can say both the parasite, okay, both the parasite as well as, write it down, both parasite, okay, and host, they are together co-evolving. What I mean by the co-evolving means, in the other cases we see sometimes it is interactions, you can say, suppose every host have one kind of lifespan, isn't it? Every host have the lifespan, and some of the organism, you can say, is exposed to the host in their infancy time. Some of the, you can say, exposed to their further toddler time, then you can say the teenager, adult. It's kind of exposure, okay, and by this exposure you can say the host will establish a one kind of, you can say, interaction with the parasite, fine. But in the case of symbiotic interaction, it is a, you can say, in initial period of the life. In the initial period of the life, the host evolved, you can say, together with the these parasite. Okay, these parasite. The one of the example I remembered is Escherichia coli, E. coli bacterium. This bacterium is present since our, you can say, the childhood infancy stage. Okay, basically we inherited, I can say, we inherited and we acquired in our initial period of life, and it is a very useful. But again, sometimes it's become over in number, okay, when their you can say the environment is disturbed, their niche is disturbed, it result into the diseased condition. Fine. So it's called as the symbiotic interaction. Probably you studied this symbiotic interaction in your previous classes and in the botany section, okay, in the botany section. Now, once we understood the another that's called the symbiotic interaction, let's move ahead and discuss another, you can say, kind of relationship, and that is called as the opportunistic interaction. Opportunistic, write it down. Opportunistic interaction. Now, see, generally when the human body is healthy, okay, I'm just taking the example of host because we are discussing the medical microbiology. So remember, whenever I use the word, the things which comes in your mind always is the humans. But remember, this interaction is not only limited to the humans, fine? It is present in the various, you can say, the form of life. The plant is one of the prevalent example. Apart from that, there are lower organisms, like in the case of, you can say, the viruses, okay? In the case of the protists, okay, these other animals, like the cow, dog, all the, you can say, mammals, they are interacting with the parasites, interacting with the microorganism and establishing one of kind of the relationship by which either they are getting the benefit or that's detrimental for them, or there is no any, you can say, result. That's a neutral interaction. Are you getting the point? Yeah, fine. Now we are discussing the opportunistic interaction. What happens sometimes, you know, that from the diseases, okay, from the, you can say, the microorganisms who protect us, it's our immune system. Yeah, it's our immune system which protect us from the external agent, the foreign particles, the microorganisms. So sometimes due to any disease condition, okay, our immune system is compromised. We said as immunocompromised individual or person, okay? So whenever our immune system is compromised, there are types of organism which is generally is not harmful for us. When we are in our optimal physiology, those organisms not harm us, okay? They have not a, you can say, the proper strength of pathogenicity, of virulence to disturb our normal physiology, to disturb our normal human body function. But when our immune system is compromised, the underlying reason could be, you can say, the disease condition, okay, or either the person is taking some of the immunosuppressive drug, okay. And the disease, you remember, that's one of the disease is HIV. Whenever a person having a HIV, then there is a recurrent episodes of some of the bacterial infection. Okay, it's welcome. Most of the bacterial infections, which are generally when the immune system is proper, they don't have the capability of the bacteria, or those bacteria or opportunistic organisms, they don't have the capability to cause a disease. Okay, but when the host immune system is compromised, okay, and the reason of this compromise is maybe the person is having the disease condition, or person is under the cancer drugs, chemotherapy, or person may they have taking some of the immunosuppressive drugs, okay. So this all contribute to the immunocompromised state, okay, immunocompromised stage, and the organisms which are generally not harmful in the normal immune status. Here, when the person is immunocompromised, those organisms, they are potential enough to cause the infection and the diseases, okay. And this category of organism is called as the opportunistic organism. Opportunistic. Now they are not organisms only, they are not pathogens. So they are called as the opportunistic pathogens. Means you are suffering, this person is already, you can say, suffering with a kind of disease, but these organisms, they are making more their health deteriorous. Okay, fine, no problem. So this kind of interaction is called opportunistic interaction. Here, the parasite, as I said, they always get benefit, okay, but the host, they are not getting any benefit. You got the points? Yeah. Now, once we discussed about the interactions, let's write it down, what interactions we till now studied. The first interaction we studied is mutualism. Fine. Then we studied about commensalism. Okay. Then we studied about the symbiotic interaction. Okay. We also studied about the opportunistic interaction. Opportunistic interaction. Okay. Commensalism, and don't forget we also studied the parasitism. Both the mode, ecto parasitism, fine, and endoparasitism. Okay.